proposed unrestricted access movements between the site and Maitland Street. This is what is presented within the architectural plans dated March 2024, contained within the Council Officer's report. These arrangements were also presented within the originally lodged parking and traffic impact assessment, also dated March 2024, contained within the Officer's report. As Maitland Street is a classified road, the application was referred to Transport for New South Wales. Following assessment of the originally lodged materials, Transport for New South Wales advised it provided concurrence to the application, only to amend this advice following further representations from Council. Given the inconsistent advice provided by Transport for New South Wales, the applicant commissioned an independent road safety audit of the development in the context of the surrounding road environment. A series of amendments to the development scheme were subsequently made to address the findings of the report. These alterations included the prohibition of right turn site egress movements, amendments to the access driveway design and internal circulation arrangements, the preparation of a centre-specific vehicle management plan, and proposed improvements to the surrounding pedestrian infrastructure. An updated set of application materials were submitted to Council, including the independent road safety audit, dated March 2025, amended architectural plans, an updated parking and traffic impact assessment, and a centre-specific vehicle management plan, all dated 2025. The efforts by the applicant and changes to the proposal, however, not entirely acknowledged in the Council Officer's report. In this regard, the Officer's report contains and assesses the previously mentioned originally lodged but now superseded architectural plans and parking and traffic impact assessment. There is no reference to the independently commissioned road safety audit. It does not contain the amended architectural plans, the centre-specific vehicle management plan, or the updated parking and traffic impact assessment. Importantly, there is no evidence that Council...
That's time, Mr. Stanbury.
I've got about 20 seconds.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Thank you. Importantly, there is no evidence that Council has re-referred the application to the updated application materials to Transport for New South Wales for their assessment, comment and possible concurrence. Without consideration of the amended application materials, it is not understood how Council is in an informed position to determine the application. On this basis, it is respectfully requested that the matter be deferred to allow the amended application materials to be properly assessed and reported upon, and further advice to be formally sought and received from Transport for New South Wales.
Thanks, Mr. Stanbury.
Thank you.
Minister, when you're ready, you can start.
Yes, I'm here. I'm ready. I'm talking today on behalf on behalf of Alok Sabni, which is the member of Ultimate Architects. We are the applicant, and also I will talk on behalf of the owner, Jackie, because she couldn't make it to the meeting today. So on behalf of ArtMade, there is nothing we would like to add on top of what Morgan, our traffic engineer, has mentioned. Just on behalf of the owner, Jackie, she just apologized. She got involved in an accident and she couldn't make it to the meeting. But I will just share quickly her view. She prepared a letter. I will share the view quickly in brief. She was talking about that the council is recommending the application for refusal on basis of assumption, not on the basis of non-compliance with Estonian standards and other codes. The council is pointing about an assumption that the visitors to the center will not follow the plan of management, and in her opinion, that this is not how council should be assessing the application. She's adding on top of that the application, if it's assessed against compliances matters, it will tick the boxes, and also it will favor the economy of the local community and the raising families in the areas, given that all the other childcare centers in the areas, the families need to travel maybe 30, 40 or 50 kilometers to other areas around to deliver and pick up their children.
A minute, Mr. Saad, 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Have we got Alex Sabney online? Mr. Sabney?
Yeah, so I spoke, sorry, it's me again. I spoke on behalf of Alok and myself. We are both the applicant, like for
Okay.
ArtMate Architects. Yeah.
No worries. Now, I have just a statement to read out from Mrs. Angelowski, as Mr. Sard shared with us. She's had an accident in Singleton. I just need to check. Councillor Marshall just walked in the room. You have no interest in declaring this matter. Thank you, Councillor Marshall. I'll just read this out on behalf before we go then to Mr. McDonald. So this is the statement that Miss Angelowski was to read out. Again, I'm not going to answer questions, of course, but I'll read the statement. My name is Jackie Angelowski, owner of the proposed childcare centre at 118 Maitland Street. I'm also a teacher of over 17 years, not a developer, and this project is driven by the real shortage of quality childcare for families in regional communities like Muswellbrook. I want to be very clear about what this application is and what it is not. This is not a non-compliant development. It meets the planning controls. It provides the required parking. It is supported by qualified traffic experts. The recommendation for refusal is not based on non-compliance. It is based on assumptions about how people might behave. Council officers are effectively saying drivers may not follow the rules and therefore development is unsafe. But that is not how planning decisions are made, and it is not how the Land and Environment Court assesses developments. Planning law is clear. If an impact can be reasonably mitigated through conditions and management, it is not a valid reason for refusal. That is exactly what we have done. We have a traffic management plan, clear entry and exit controls, signage, staff oversight, and operational measures designed specifically to manage vehicle movement safely. To refuse a compliant development because of what people might do rather than the design and conditions required is not evidence-based planning. The same applies to the basement car park. It is compliant with Australian standards, yet it is being rejected because it is assumed it may not function well in practice. Again, that is not a failure of design, that is an assumption. Councillors, while we are debating hypothetical risks, families in Muswellbrook are dealing with the very real ones. Parents are travelling to other towns 30, 40, even 50 minutes each way just to access childcare. Others remain on waiting lists for months, unable to return to work or forced into difficult financial situations. This proposal delivers 92 childcare places within the community, reducing those daily travel burdens, supporting working families and strengthening the local economy. So the question before you tonight is simple. Do you refuse a compliant, needed development based on assumptions, or do you approve it with conditions that properly manage those risks? The role of this chamber is not to eliminate the risk. That is impossible. It is to determine whether risk is acceptable and manageable. And in this case, with expert support and enforceable conditions, it clearly is. I ask that you base your decision on evidence, not assumptions, and support this application. Because if this is refused, the risk doesn't disappear. It's simply shifted onto families already driving further and waiting longer. Thank you, and that was from Miss Jackie Angelowski, who is the owner of the proposed childcare centre. We'll now move on to Mr. McDonald, who was here in person. Yep. Same deal, Mr. McDonald. I'll afford you the extra time as I did the other speakers. So if you just want to come to the podium, and before you start,
sure.
I'll just check that Councillor Scholes, as he sits down, has no pecuniary interest in the childcare matter on Maitland Road.
One I do.
Yes.
No.
When you're ready, Mr. McDonald, and when you finish, just wait there. Councillor may have some questions for you.
Hi everyone, I'm Steve McDonald. I'm resident of 116 Maitland Street. I haven't done all major studies, but that position of that daycare, I believe, is going to be a dangerous spot. No one can do a U-turn there. There's an island there, so you have to actually go up to do a U-turn. The traffic between 6 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. is unbelievable now, like right now, and from 3 to 5 p.m. But you're going to add another 60 cars. It's just going to be, we'll never get out of their properties, never. And it's dangerous. The cars that come down there, I know they're just doing 50. They're not doing 50, but traffic management say they're doing 50. That it never happens like that. That's a drag strip down there from the lights. They all take off from down there. So much that the police have a car there every day. Right, that's how bad it is. So I think that the impact of that daycare is going to make it a lot worse. Yeah. Yeah, that's all I've got to say.
Thanks, Mr. McDonald. If you can just wait there, I'll open it up now to councillors who have any questions directed at anyone who's just made a submission, including the ones in on Teams. Any questions from councillors? Councillor Morris? No, Stan.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. This question's for Morgan Stanbury from the Parking and Traffic Impact Assessment. I may have heard incorrectly. Did you suggest that the traffic report we had was not the latest report, and that's why you requested a deferral of the decision?
Yeah, the architectural plans and the traffic report that are contained within the officer's report are indeed outdated, yes.
Do we then have a updated report?
The questions can only be directed at,
I beg your pardon?
answered, sorry, by the presented. Those questions will have to be asked by staff in the meeting. But any questions?
Sorry, for clarification then, Mr. Stanbury, the report that I'm referring to is the 13th of March 2024. That is not the latest report, correct?
That's correct, yeah. The latest report is dated May 2025. And in addition to that report, traffic report, there's updated architectural plans, an independently commissioned road safety audit, and a vehicle management plan, all dated between March and May 2025.
Thank you.
So I just have a supplementary question, Mr. Stanbury, to that. So you say, I'm presuming, and correct me if I'm wrong, you say that the new plans help you or assist you in some way in regards to your application?
Yes, we do. The amended materials were prepared following the commissioning of the independent road safety audit and include amendments to the development design and the operational management measures, which have the specific intent of providing safe vehicular access and egress.
Thanks. Sorry, Councillor Morris. Councillor McNeil, you had a question?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mayor. My question's to Mr. McDonald. Just wondering if your concerns are in relation to the original plans or the amended plans.
The plan, yeah.
Are your concerns relating to the original plans or the amended plans, the latest plans?
The latest plans, I've seen the latest ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any further questions from any councillors? Do you think, so you say the traffic, obviously, the 2 times of the day you flag will be the 2 busiest times of the day also, yes. Also, you say they coincide with obviously start and finish times of daycare.
Daycare, well, daycare can only start at 9, but 6 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, and they finish at 6 p.m. So it's in those timeframes, and it's horrendous now. And you add more to that, it's going to be more hard for us residents to get out into the highway.
I'd like to give you some comfort, Mr. McDonald, about when the bypass is going to be to ease that, but I can't, unfortunately. So,
I mean, we might next week too.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. McDonald. No further questions from councillors? No, thank you. Thank you, Mr. McDonald. Thank you to everyone who's coming on Teams. And of course, you're welcome at 5 o'clock to attend the meeting again, and we'll make a decision in the ordinary council meeting. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Oh,